What's up, Bills Mafia? I got your stock up and your stock down following the Bills' 48-42 win over the Detroit Lions this past Sunday. But before we get to that, let's get to that intro.
That means that we punched our ticket to go try to win a Super Bowl, and that's it. We got one game at a time starting at 1 o'clock on Sunday. Love y'all, boys. Love you. Love you. I'll go to war with every single one of you, every game, all right? Love you, 1-7. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Win.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have me douse, not what I'm about, have your fucking cloud. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. 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 It's showtime.
Welcome to the Mafia Sports Report. I am Tommy. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell because I always forget to tell you what is up, Bills Mafia. I got your stock up and your stock down following the Bills' 48-42 win over the Detroit Lions this past Sunday. Let's get to it now. Once again, shout out to Bills Wire for creating this article. All right, let's get to it. All right, let's pull that up. Stock up, stock down. Thank you, Bills Wire. All right, first up, stock up, quarterback Josh Allen. Of course, as has been the case for the majority of this season, Allen was Buffalo's best player. Even though he had some fierce competition from players like Cook and Johnson, Allen completed 23 of 34 passes for 362 yards and 2 touchdowns while taking no sacks and running the football 11 times for 68 yards and an additional 2 touchdowns. Over his last 2 games, Allen is averaging 427 yards from scrimmage and 5 touchdowns per outing. That is MVP type of stuff. Josh Allen is playing like a freaking beast. Listen, Bills Mafia, we know what Josh Allen's all about. We understand that Josh Allen can go into the phone booth and put on his Superman cape outfit anytime that he chooses to do so. And he has been doing that over the past 2 weeks because he had to, because the defense has been shaky. Now, the defense was a little better in this game against the Detroit Lions, especially the defensive line, but we still winded up giving up 42 points and 86 points over the last 2 weeks. Defense has to play better, or Josh Allen's just going to have to remain in his Superman outfit for the remainder of the year, and I'm talking about in the playoffs. So, but man, Josh Allen is doing MVP type stuff. He is the MVP in my opinion, and like I said in the last video I did, which is the 5 takeaways. If he's not MVP this year, then something is wrong, and we shouldn't even address it anymore or talk about it anymore, because that means it's a useless award, meaning it's not going to the correct person year after year, and why even care about it at that point? So I do believe they will get it right this year. I do believe Josh Allen gets the MVP, but we shall see, folks. All right, let's get to the next one. Stock down, wide receiver Amari Cooper. I get it. They have to put somebody on the list. But he had no targets. I mean, Josh Allen didn't even go to him. Cooper was a no-show in a game in which the Bills scored 48 points and quarterback Josh Allen threw for 362 yards and 2 touchdowns through the air. Cooper was just coming off a game last week in which he caught 6 of 14 passes for 95 yards against the Rams. But in this one, he did not register a single target, Buffalo needs more from him moving forward. Listen, man, him just being out there is good enough almost. I mean, honestly, you see the production from the other wide receivers when Amari Cooper's out there. And I'm not saying that don't get the ball to Amari Cooper, like Amari Cooper, it's fine that he gets no targets or no, moving forward. But I'm just saying his presence alone out there gets attention from the defense, right? They believe me on that one. So do I think this is going to be the norm? No, of course not. Amari Cooper will get his. But do you think Amari Cooper really gives a shit? That's not the kind of player he is. He's not Stephon Diggs. He's not complaining. He's not throwing his hands up in the air on the sideline. It's not what he does. And by the way, Stephon Diggs was not like that for the first 2 years here in Buffalo. He became that. And he became that in Minnesota, right? And he's going to become that wherever he goes next. Now, obviously, the Texans didn't really get to see that because he got hurt. But whatever team he goes to next year, which who knows, could be the Cowboys. It'll come out. It'll come out again. And listen, I get it. A lot of wide receivers are divas. I understand that. But Amari Cooper's not one of them. He's never been that way. So I don't think he really gives a shit as long as we're winning football and he's having fun out there. So once again, I think Amari Cooper will get his. I don't think it's going to be a regular thing where Amari Cooper gets no targets. But we didn't need him in this game. And like I said, his presence alone out there causes the defense to have to knuckle down when it comes to playing Amari Cooper and paying quite a bit of attention and putting their number one against Cooper, which frees up a lot of our other receivers. You see the results. They've been there since Amari Cooper's arrived. So stock down, fine. I get it, but he didn't really do anything to get that. I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't even have put him on this list. But this isn't my list. This is Bill's Wire. So I'm going to be honest with you. If it was my decision, I would not have Amari Cooper on this stock down. So, by the way, guys, comment in the comment section. What do you think? Stock up. Linebacker, Terrell Bernard. Terrell Bernard has been pretty good for the Bills as a middle linebacker of a defense that has to play in support of the offense. Even though that hasn't been the case in recent weeks, against the Lions, Bernard did a good job of being a sure tackler and was able to create some havoc behind the line of scrimmage at times. And he was. I mean, Terrell Bernard, like I said, man, I was wrong with Terrell Bernard. I thought he got a sack in that game. I guess I was wrong. It was actually Christian Benford that got the sack. I was thinking they brung the linebacker blitz on that one. It was actually Benford, so I apologize earlier when I said that in the takeaways. But I still need to see more linebacker blitzes from Sean McDermott because Bernard and Milano both get home. Whenever they are sent on linebacker blitzes, they seem to get home. I want to see more of that. But Terrell Bernard was good in this game. No, I love Terrell Bernard. I was wrong about Terrell Bernard. So yeah. So stock up. I'll give him a stock up for that one. All right, next up, stock down Buffalo secondary. It was not good. While Amon-Ra Brown is one of the best wide receivers in the NFL today with game-breaking ability, the Bills could not do anything to stop him. 14 catches for 193 yards and 1 touchdown. Or tight end Sam Laporta, 7 catches for 111 yards. All game long, Buffalo secondary isn't necessarily a lockdown kind of unit, especially after the past couple of weeks. But the team expected more from its defensive backfield than what happened on Sunday. I agree. Listen, I understand we got injuries, all that stuff, but they got to be better. You got to be better. I thought Christian Benford was good, was fine. But, our safeties, Cam Lewis just it's undersized safety, not for him. He did a terrible job. I thought the rookie, Cole Bishop, I thought he played okay. I get it, he's a rookie. But you see why I wanted the Bills to draft Cam Kitchens? Cam Kitchens is a starting safety for the Rams. I'm not saying he's lights out this year, but he's pretty damn good. But we'll see. You know, it's early. I was wrong about Terrell Bernard. I could be wrong about Cole Bishop. And I'm not even saying he's bad, so I'll take that back. So I just think he isn't ready yet. And the injury in the offseason didn't help. So we'll see moving forward what happens with Cole Bishop in year 2. So, but right now, that secondary needs some work, boy. It needs some work. And yeah, it just it needs work. And Rasul Douglas isn't having the greatest year either, in my opinion. He's not having a terrible year. He definitely took a step back from what he was last year. Put it that way. All right, next up. Stock up, running back James Cook. Absolutely. After a lackluster performance last week against the Rams, James Cook bounced back in a big way as he gashed the Lions for 105 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. While Detroit doesn't exactly have the most imposing defense, they have been pretty good against the run. So seeing Cook run all over them the way he did was impressive for him and for Buffalo's offensive line as well. Absolutely. The offensive line is the story here. I mean, along with James Cook. But if the offensive line gets going, and we have a good offensive line, it's not great, but it's good. But if they do their job out there and run block and pass protection, we are super dangerous. And you saw it in this game. They did a very good job in pass pro and run blocking. They got some nice holes for James Cook to run through, and he did just that. So you got if you're going to give James Cook the love, you got to give the offensive line the love too. I'm just telling you that, okay? All right, but yeah, stock up, I agree. James Cook had a bounce back game, and he deserves that stock up. All right, next up. Stock up, running back Ty Johnson. Absolutely. Ty Johnson has had an interesting role for the Bills this season, as he's clearly behind James Cook in the running back depth chart, and he's behind Ray Davis as well. But he has had his moments for Buffalo, especially in the passing game. In this one, Johnson was unstoppable in the passing game as he caught 5 passes for 114 yards with his longest catch going for 33 yards, meaning that he was making plays all over the field the entire game. That's the end of that article, and I'll give you more stock up, stock down as well. But Ty Johnson made some unbelievable catches. These weren't just, screen passes that he, took down, got yards after catch. These are diving over the shoulder type catches that were really, really impressive. You have to give him that. You have to show him love. And Josh Allen, like I said, Josh Allen post-game said he's the best third down back in the NFL. And I have to agree. Absolutely. Name another. I don't think you can. The guy has been a team player, knows his role here, and I hope the Buffalo Bills extend him because they only gave him a 1-year contract, I believe, in the offseason to return back to Buffalo. So I think he does all the little things, and he does them great. So bring him back for sure. Re-sign Ty Johnson. Now, more stock up, more stock down. Stock up, I'll say Sean McDermott. I thought Sean McDermott bounced back from having a poor performance against the Rams. I didn't think this was his greatest performance as a head coach, but he had the guys prepared enough to get the win, especially when we didn't have practice all week. So I'm sure whatever he did by, making sure they were eating right and watching film because they couldn't get to practice because of the snow, he did it right? Whatever he did, and the coaching staff as well. I'm going to give stock up to them as well. Once again, I don't think it was perfect by Sean McDermott, but being said, 2 games on the road coming from LA, long trip to LA, coming back to Buffalo, going to Detroit, and coming out with the win, you got to give McDermott some love for that. But I don't think it was great by any means, by the way. Okay, but I thought he coached well in this game, got his men prepared. Stock down. Tyler Bass missing an easy field goal yet again. A chip shot field goal. I can't stand leaving points off the board. I can't stand it. Extra points, I don't care. 1 point, 3, 2, 3, whatever it is. Can't stand it. And that was an easy field goal that he just totally whiffed on. And he has to be better than that. And I thought he was turning the corner, and I guess I was wrong. So stock down for sure, because it's an easy field goal. It's an easy field goal. Listen, I understand that, you know, he did better moving forward. He was 2 for 3. He made all his extra points. By the way, extra points, come on, man, stop it. We're you know, congratulating him for extra points. You should make your extra points, okay? But whatever, 6 for 6 extra points, 2 for 3 on the field goals. Now he made a long of 50. Okay, that's nice. But you also missed the fucking easy chip shot field goal. Unacceptable. If that was a 50-yard field goal he missed, guys, I wouldn't even be talking about it. I would say, well, you know what? Long field goal. But guys, we're in a dome stadium. A dome stadium. There's no wind. There's no reason to miss field goals. Now, mind you, Jake Bates did miss an easy field goal too, okay? I think that was his first of the season, actually. And if I'm a Lions fan and I'm doing stock up, stock down, I'm giving him stock down. Got to make your field goals. He was also 6 for 6 extra points, but who cares? You should make those. So Tyler Bass stock down because you missed an easy field goal. Unacceptable. I'll say stock up for the refs. I know it's an odd one, but I don't think they played a major part in this game. There were some iffy calls here and there. You're right. The holding on David Edwards on the nice touchdown pass or basketball pass from Josh Allen. But other than that, I mean, they let the game play, right? There wasn't a lot of penalties in that game. So I'll say they did a pretty decent job. They didn't affect the game. How about that? So I'll say stock up for the refs in this game, which is super rare of me to say that, because usually the refs, at least this season, have been awful. So yeah, stock up for the refs. So if you guys have any stock up, stock down. Oh, by the way, let me give you some more. Stock up Khalil Shakir. I thought Khalil Shakir once again had himself a nice game. Let me see his stats overall. So he was 6 receptions for 39 yards and a touchdown. I'm going to say stock up to the tight ends, both of them. That's also not on the list. Dalton Kincaid, Dawson Knox. Bro, Dawson Knox was making some unbelievable, made 2 unbelievable catches out there. Two receptions, 42 yards. I thought Dalton Kincaid played well, considering he just got back from injury. Probably a little bit of rust there. 7 targets, 4 receptions. Knox had 3 targets for 2 receptions, like I said. I thought Keon Coleman, he only had the 1, but it went for 64 yards. So 2 targets, 1 reception. That's fine. And we already talked about Ty Johnson. If I'm missing anybody, Ed Oliver wasn't talked about in that stock up, stock down, I don't believe. I think he was phenomenal. He was phenomenal. If he was, I missed it. But I thought Ed Oliver played his tail off in that game. I could be wrong on that. Let me see here. I just want to double down on that. Yeah, so they did not mention Ed Oliver in a stock up, stock down. So, yeah, Ed Oliver, 9 quarterback pressures. That guy was just bulldozing the center of the Detroit Lions, which is not easy to do. He's a pretty good center. I forget his name. Ragnall or something like that. But either way, stock up Ed Oliver. Thought he did a phenomenal job. So, guys, if you have any stock up, stock down, go ahead and put them in the comments section. We will be live tonight at 9 p.m. You don't want to miss that. Mikey has his good, bad, and ugly. And Bills Mafia, you know I love you. And as always, go Bills. I'm out of here. Peace.
Wow.